we're better, we're stronger in numbers. So if you have friends that you trust and you want to do group living, buy land or buy a home. Maybe say like we're going to do this for 6 months, we're going to do this for a year, and so we can just stick together in case shit hits the fan. Group living. That way you're only paying like $400 a month for a room, you know. So that's another option. Group living is huge. That's something that they were doing to take back their power in the 70s. Come on, y'all. We're not supposed to be paying rent.
Why, you know, they've been trying to separate us because they don't want us group living. So that's
6
why
feet
you have
apart.
all these things to where they get us comfortable in separation. But baby, 3 or more, and you're good to go. Okay,
Exactly. Imagine us around a bonfire talking about this. You know how many solutions we would come up with? This is what they don't want. They want to separate us. So the power is in numbers. Come back together. Come back together. Group living. That's one. Another one is life straws. Because the reason I say life straws, and I need to show y'all my emergency grab bag. But some things I have in my emergency grab bag, life straw. So that way, if you do run into contaminated water, that life straw makes that contaminated water drinking water. Okay. So get seeds so that if you were in a time where food was sparse, the food was contaminated, then you can grow your own food. Learn how to germinate a seed today. It's super easy. This is what you do. Take a seed, you put it in a wet napkin. You put that wet napkin in a Ziploc bag, and then you check it back like a week. Check it back every week, and then you're going to see a little a root come out of that seed. As soon as you see that root, you put that root in some dirt, and you leave it alone. You water it, and you just let earth do what it's going to do. Okay, that's how you germinate a seed. That's how you. Okay, so growing your own food, group living, electromagnetic post guns, learning about grab a book on herbs. Yes. If anybody needs to know anything about herbs, check out my Astro Herbs page. I've been heavy in my herbalism for the past 6 years. Herbalism, go grab you some sea moss. Sea moss binds radiation. Grab you some mullein, because what's coming down, you need to learn how to clear out your respiratory system. So you want to get some mullein, especially if you have a fungal infection. Get some mullein. Okay. You want to get some. You want to learn your area. Learn your area. If systems go down,
get a map. Library.
Come on, get a map. Because when systems go down, which they probably will, if they're playing their last card, systems are going to go down because of Cyber Polygon. It just is what it is. Okay, so learn your area. If systems go down, talk to your closest people and have a meeting place. Yes, get a map. Get a map, because without your phone, you're going to need to learn that map. Okay. Have a meeting spot that you can meet people if things go down. Stop depending on GPS. Come on. Another thing is learn the closest route of exit from the United States. For me in Michigan, is the Ambassador Bridge. I can go in my living room and I can look at the Ambassador Bridge. I can be there in 15 minutes. I can be in Canada in 20. So learn how you get out the United States. I'm being dead ass. Y'all think that the immigrants are coming in now? It might look something like us trying to escape the United States if it goes down the way that they want it to go down. But we cannot let it go down the way they the way that they want it to go down, because we're going to remain calm. We're going to remain high in frequency. That's another defense. They want you to be scared. This is why they're doing everything. They want frequencies to be low. Biden doesn't have that much longer in office. They know that. So they got to play their cards now, because if they let Trump get back in that boy,
I'm so glad you said that.
yeah. So clone Biden, we all know it. We all know what it is. Clone Biden. If they're playing their cards right now because they want this to 555 on the clock. Hello. They want this to go the way that they want it to go, but we know it's going to go the way that we want it to go because our energy is rising. Our frequencies are rising. We are evolving. Our DNA is being upgraded. That's why they're trying to block the sun.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like Trump told y'all when they try to evict him, he said, it's not me that they're after. It's y'all that they want. Y'all remember him saying that? They tried to get that boy out the office fast because he started talking about shadow governments. He started talking about child trafficking. When Trump was in office, how many child trafficking cases like they found? I remember in Georgia, like they found these abandoned homes where like these huge child trafficking rings were going on. Like when Trump hit the office, you start seeing all of these child trafficking, like, you know, so things were coming to light. But then you had the media editing what he was saying and then making us think that, okay, so that's how they work, inverted. That man talked too much.
We were talking
Facts. Facts. So that's defense. Keep your energy high. Keep your energy high. Get a map. Learn your area. Have a backup plan. If you can, get a ham radio. Get a ham radio. If you can, get a crank radio. Get a crank radio. If you can, get solar panels. Get a solar panel storage system. And what that does is when you have a solar panel and the sun is out during the day, you can collect that energy and then store it. So when nighttime comes, you can then use the energy again. That way you would never need to plug in anything. Matter of fact, if you live off grid, you actually don't even need to depend on the system. And you know what scares them the most, y'all? Us living off grid.
Mm-hmm.
They want everybody living in the cities. They want, if you watch this show called Revolution, I started like 2 nights ago, only on the first episode. I think I saw what I need to see.
That's what you're talking about.
Yeah, it was like what happens, like they were trying to like living in after a huge blackout that lasted for like a long time, which I truly think the use of an electromagnetic pulse bomb will be used at some point. China's been threatening that shit for a while. Okay? So if a blackout happens, learn what that means for you. I think I did an exercise last year where I literally bought candles and I then used my power for one day to see how I would react if it was a blackout. Because if it was a blackout that happened today, most people would be panicking. Most people would not be living in their God mode. Most people would not be living in their highest frequency because you're going to be playing into the hands of what they want you to do. But if you know it's coming, if you already know it's coming, you're going to look at what they're doing and you can say, I was prepared. Miss me with that. I'm ready.
Stay ready so you don't have to get ready.
Facts. Off-grid community sounds cool. Yeah, that's their biggest threat. So, and that showed the blackout. The people that were thriving, the people that survived, were off-grid.
Mm-hmm.
The people that were starved to death, the people that relied on the city to give them power, which I am right now. I'm not trying to, I like to be transparent. I'm not off-grid. But I will make this offer though. If shit does go down, I can take like a cool 200 people on my land in Florida. So I'm, y'all don't be strange. You know what I'm saying? But I can take a cool, and that's another thing. Buy land, buy a couple acres if possible. Get with a friend and say, I got 1,000, you got 1,000. This land is 1,500. Let's get it, and then learn how to farm. Learn how to.
Don't be afraid to buy land on the outskirts. A lot of people try to buy things that are embedded into the city. Go out.
Facts.
Go out.
Yeah. So, yeah, y'all. That's what we're doing. Y'all can see that times are being weird. It's It's February in Detroit, and we have 50-degree weather. That is not normal.
Mm.
So notice the signs. We've rarely gotten snow, and the snow that we do get is fake. Was snow ever real? Anyway, so yeah, don't get me started. I'm gonna try to end this at 6 o'clock. We've been here for
I
2 hours.
one more survival tip though.
Yeah.
To tap into your superpowers.
Mm,
We all have, like, me and my oldest daughter, we practice telepathy a lot, and we'll sit and we'll train ourselves a little bit,
mm,
and that is just practice your superpowers. I don't have to
mm,
be in the same state as you to talk to you, and
mm,
if you just take a day and try to send some signals out to someone and keep praying, I guarantee you they'll get it. And the more and more you practice it,
mm.
you know.
Yeah, because we're supposed to be doing telepathy. We're way behind.
Yes, it's a natural part of us.
Yeah,
The more we tune into it, the more natural you'll realize it is.
exactly. Oh, it's 86 here in Costa Rica. Yo, I miss living in Costa Rica. Ah, man, I want to go back to Costa Rica. Anyway, yeah, so it's 6:01. Does anybody have any questions? Because I said I want to be mindful. I said that the next time we do a live, we're going to take questions at the end. So if anybody has questions, go ahead and put them in there. Any last words from you, Kayla?
Don't be afraid. I know we've talked about it. We said it at the beginning. It can be a little heavy, but baby, God won't bring you to it if you can't get through it.
Mm.
Okay, so we got it. Keep the vibrations high.
Mm-hmm.
As long as our vibrations are high, we're good.
Mm. It's 0 o'clock in Norway. What does that mean? What does that mean? You read my mind with the questions. Yeah. If y'all got any questions, please put them up. Jessica Lopez, thank you for always showing up. Miss Jazzy V, thank you for always showing up. I never forget a name or a face.